welcome back with CAC. In today's video we're going to be doing a little bit of a make and do, crossed with a taste test, but not quite because this is something I've had many times before, and we're going to talk about how to make bubble tea. So, if you haven't had bubble tea before, it's quite simple really, once you know how to do it, and you're going to need just two simple things to start off with, and that is going to be tapioca and the tea. So for the tapioca balls, you can get these from any Asian market. I got these locally, went to an Asian store in the city nearby. You can get packs of dried tapioca which haven't been prepared at all. They're tiny little balls. They kind of look like sprinkles for ice cream, just tiny little balls. And there are so many in a pack, but they take longer to cook because obviously they have to absorb more water. I've gone instead for the pre-made and preserved tapioca balls, and these ones are already flavoured as well. You can get these in all kinds of flavour. You can get matcha, you can get taro, you can get lychee flavour, anything like that. But I've just gone for black sugar because that's kind of the basic standard traditional flavour. And I decided to go for the ready done ones just because they're a lot quicker to cook and there aren't as many. So if you buy like a whole bag of dried tapioca, there's so much in there you may just not use it. You might not even touch it. So I've gone for the smaller amount. They'll make a few cups, I don't know, about 5-6 cups of bubble tea, depending on how many you like in your bubble tea, I guess. And then the other half of the bubble tea, obviously, is the tea. Now, my favourite bubble tea, whenever I go for a drink, at the bubble tea stand or anything like that, the boba stand, I always get taro flavour. Taro is my favourite, and it's more difficult to get a hold of than any of the other flavours. Not impossible, but again, your local Asian market, you should be able to get them. And this has the milk already mixed in with it. So this is taro coconut milk drink, and you just make this in the same way that you would an instant tea. So this will be the mix that goes in with the tapioca. So I'm just going to head out now, down to the kitchen, and I will show you the process of making your bubble tea. So let's get to it. Okay, so the first things first, make sure your water is bubbling and boiling away. You will need 10 parts water to 1 part of your bubbles, your tapioca pearls, your boba, whatever you want to call them. So I've got this bubbling away here, and I've got the 1 part of tapioca pearls, and that's going to go into the water, make it nice and easy. Don't want any of the water splashing up. There we go. And then we're just going to leave this to boil for a little while. What you want to do is you just kind of want to keep an eye on it. Sorry, the camera's kind of getting a bit smudged from the steam here, but we just want to keep an eye on it and make sure it doesn't burn. Sort of, give it a stir. Let me just get my spoon here. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to wait until the tapioca starts floating to the top of the water. So we're just going to leave it for a little while and let it boil. There we go, there's the bubbles. But we just need to make sure it's floating of its own accord and not because it's being put up by bubbles. There we are, it's starting to float up now. Now at this point we need to reduce the heat, turn it down a little, and then cover over the top. But none of my saucepans have any lids, so I'm just going to use this frying pan instead. So we just leave it in there for a few minutes. Okay, so after it's been boiling on low heat for about 2 or 3 minutes, you turn it off, turn off the heat altogether, leave it for another 2 and 3 minutes, and then just leave it all to soak in before serving. Okay, so then you just scoop out the tapioca here and pop it to one side to let it cool down. While it's cooling, you can then add sort of any flavourings you want to it, but as these are already flavoured, we're not going to pop anything on it. Next thing to add is one of these sachets of taro tea, and we're going to need 150 ml of boiling water to add to that. So there we go, just about that much. Then we pop in the sachet. Okay, we've mixed all that up. It's now nice and frothy, looking good. And we're just going to pop some ice cubes in it because we are going to make it into an iced tea, just so that it's nice and cool. There we are. Brilliant. So we're just going to leave that to chill for a little while. And while we do that, we're going to spoon out everything into our glass to enjoy a nice bubble tea. Okay, so here we go. You need one of these special large straws when drinking boba, just so that they'll fit through. Unfortunately, my usual drinking tumbler has gone missing, so I'm just going to use this milkshake glass instead. So I'm just going to scoop out the boba as much as we want. Probably not all of them, but there we are. Got a good portion in there. Can always save the rest for another drink later. So let's pop the straw in, and then top it all off with iced taro. There we are. And get the ice cubes in there as well. And there we have it. Our nice own homemade bubble tea. Now let's go and see how it tastes. That's hot work in the kitchen on a hot day like this, but a nice bit of ice bubble tea should help cool things down. So let's give it a try and see how it's all turned out. Nice and chewy, great texture. I wouldn't say it really tastes like brown sugar, but it's good. And taro itself is nice as well. Unfortunately, there are still a few little chunks from the taro packet mix where it didn't quite mix in very well. Could do with a little bit of sweetening. I think when I mixed up the taro tea, I could have done to put some sugar or some sweetener in there just to sweeten the drink up a little bit, but overall, it's not too bad. And the texture on the tapioca, just right for me. But in future, definitely I think I will sweeten it, so I will say, recommend to people, it doesn't already come pre-sweetened, this stuff, so if you like sweet bubble tea, you're going to have to add that yourself. But overall, other than that, really nice. So, one moment. Yes. So that will do it for today. I hope you learned a little bit on how to make your own bubble tea, and we'll go out and try it in the future. See what kind of flavour combinations you can come up with as well, because there's all sorts of cool things you can try out. I went with taro because that's my favourite, but I also have a Sakura latte, which I could try out. There is matcha, of course, is a classic one, or you can try your own fruit teas as well. Any kind of tea blend that you have, you can try with it as well. And just to see how it comes out, you can add milk if you like, or you can just have fruit juice. It's however you want to have it. So that is it for today's video. Thank you for joining me. Please do like, comment and subscribe if you enjoyed. Let me know down below what you thought. If there's anything else that you'd like me to taste, anything you'd like me to react to, any games that you'd like me to play, or if you just want to say hi or ask a question, then please do that as well. It's nice to know that I'm not alone out here. So until next time, thank you for joining me, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button. Leave a comment on video with your thoughts and what you'd like to see. If you like my stuff, hit subscribe and help hit my channel's goals. And don't forget to share, tell your friends, and help me hit my current sub goals so I can give back to you guys too. See you next time.